guitar. See the guitar over there? Well, it's not a complete guitar, but it's that Guitar Hotel. Anyways, I was thinking a little bit earlier, it's funny how, I was thinking about playing drums again, and that might be good if I could play like in a Christian band. I might enjoy that. So that might be like a good plan to play in a Christian band. I wouldn't mind serving that way. So we'll see how that goes. I did enjoy drums in the past, and I think I would enjoy drums doing that now. So I'm not sure which band I'd play in, but that might be something worth exploring. There's a guitar.
So that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father who sees will.
So yeah, it's a lot of things when you retire. You start thinking, or when you decide you're not going to be working, and that's what I'm kind of done after right now. You start thinking about how do I want to use my time, and kind of to tell you the truth, before I retired, I wanted to use my time for God, and so what I was doing is at work I was giving out stuff like shirts, and I was wearing shirts that said "Do what Jesus tells you to do, you'll be okay," and I was giving out stickers. So I was trying to share the gospel at work for a few years. I don't know how many years. And I even talked to a guy who was at headquarters at KSC, and I said, "Hey, you were talking." I said, "Yeah, I feel like I should be giving more time to God and sharing the gospel." And he goes, "Well, you can do that here at Kennedy Space Center." And, he was right. So, but I got to a point where I'm working on reports and spending time, doing stuff for the ground systems for the rocket, and thinking, do I really want to work on this, or do I want to spend more time for God? And I really want to, God says to love Him with all your heart, soul, strength, and mind. And I think part of that means, and I think someone told me this, he said, you're thinking about God, It's also, you're thinking about Him all the time, you're talking to Him. And if I'm doing like a full-time job where I'm calculating stuff for human factors, I'm not thinking about God so much. So that's what, I got to break away from all those things. Even like I said before in my other video about the eBay business, when I'm doing that business, I'm not really thinking about God that much. I do send people a sticker that says "Do what Jesus tells you to do, and you'll be okay." And I'll send out a Bible. I have the Gospel of John, the small pocket Bible. And same thing on a harmonica. It says the same thing. Do what Jesus tells you to do, you'll be okay. Where your treasure is, there your heart will be. That's what Jesus said.
Is the lamp of the body. If your eyes
the eye is a lamp of the body.
Your will be full of light, but if your eyes are bad, your
eyes are bad.
Of darkness.
Your whole body will be full of darkness.
The light within you is darkness. How great is that darkness?
So we got to be careful how we spend our eyes, what we're looking at, what we're doing. Can't serve two masters.
Devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve.
Can't serve God and money. So I just got a text. I don't know if it's real or a scam. It says, "Oh, you can get a job at Walmart, and you can make all this money." I'm sorry, it was Home Depot. I mean, it's really lucrative. It's like from what was it? Was it up to $800 a day or something? And I'm thinking, yeah, that'd be pretty good. I could make $800 a day. And then I'm thinking, well, there you go. I'm going to get a lot of money. But why do I want to get a lot of money? That's the same problem. I'm giving my time to Home Depot. And I'm course, I could try to share the gospel there, but I think there's better ways of sharing the gospel and spending time for God, than being in Home Depot, and I'll be thinking about whatever I'm working on there. I won't be thinking about God. You can't do both, So, anyways, kind of going through this thoughts, and I'm thinking about it. So, if you want to leave something in the chat about it, that'd be great. God bless you. I love you, and let's just try to do it. Let's just do what Jesus tells us to do. We don't try to do. We do what Jesus tells us to do, and we'll be okay. And then some and more. We'll be more than okay, actually. We'll have everlasting life. We'll have peace. So let's just keep doing that. Amen.